Hope all of you are healthy, happy, safe and sound. I, Vibhoo Bajpai, welcome all our viewers to Raghunath Season 2, a program where we have discussion based on the life events of Lord Ram. Try and interpret the underlying lessons for us, and at the same time watch some amazing performances based on the incidents mentioned in the Ramayana. So without any delay, let's begin today's episode with discussion. Today's discussion is on one of the most popular traits of Lord Ram, Maryada Purushottam. Yes, Lord Ram is often mentioned as Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram. Now, where does this Maryada Purushottam comes from? What is Maryada? In a general translation, Maryada means limitations. Now, these limitations can be those that are imposed by the society on us or those which we impose on ourselves. Generally, what are imposed on humans are the societal norms. These can be spoken or unspoken, and the one who upholds dharma by following rules is Maryada Purushottam. Animals compete for mates and fight for territory. In human civilization, there are rules to prevent this, because animals take from the nature as much they need. But when it comes to humans, it's a different case. Since humans can imagine, this leads to insecurities and anxieties in them. Hence, they tend to exploit nature and take from it more than is required. Now, a huge question arises in front of us that where did these rules come from? Different texts give us different stories about where these rules began. But the one mentioned in Vishnu Puran and Bhagavad Puran is what I am going to tell you today. The story of Prithu. Long time ago, there weren't any rules. At that time, there was a man named Vena who plundered the earth for all its resources. Disgusted, the earth took the form of a cow and started running away. So the rishis plucked a blade of grass, chanted a few mantras to turn the blade of grass into a missile and directed it to kill Vena. When Vena died, his body was churned. All that was undesired in him was casted away. From the purity that remained, a man named Prithu was born. He pursued the earth cow and begged her to feed his people. But the earth cow refused. So Prithu raised his bow, and the earth cow shouted, "If you kill me, who is going to feed your people?" In reply, Prithu shouted back, "If you keep running away like this, how will my people be fed?" In response to this, Prithu shouted back, "If you keep running away, who will feed my people?" Finally, the earth cow stopped and let Prithu's people milk her. But asked Prithu that how will he stop his people from milking her till her udders are sore? Then Prithu replied, "I will create rules. In nature, there are no rules, but in culture, there shall be. In nature, there are no rules, but in culture, there shall be, and the king will be the one to uphold the rules." Prithu was the first king, and bow was his symbol. Prithu was Vishnu, upholder of the social order and preserver of the balance between nature and culture. He is a less popular avatar of Lord Vishnu, and he promised the earth that whenever the social order will be disrupted and rules will not be followed, he will incarnate again and again to maintain the social order, uphold the rules and dharma. Whenever the earth will be exploited, he will incarnate and make things right. Impressed by his promise and deeds, the earth called herself Prithvi, daughter of Prithu. Mahabharata offers us another story about creation of rules connected with Shvetaketu, but that's a story for some other day. Hope you liked today's discussion. And talking of rules, the entire Ramayana tells us how Ram upheld dharma and followed rules in his various roles that he played throughout his life. But there are certain instances where we get to see how much his subjects loved him and followed the path he showed them. One such incident is related to Kevat, a boatman, who enabled Lord Ram, Devi Sita and Lakshman ji to cross the Ganges while they were in exile. I believe today's episode was interesting and something that you would have loved. Watch this wonderful performance based on Kevat Prasang that we bring you today. See you in the next episode. Till then, Jai Raghunath.
प्रभु रुख पाए के बोलाई पार धरती बन के चरण चौबीस बन मेरी मेरी छोटो सो कठा तो भरे आने पानी गंगा को धोई पाए पिया प्रभु नित हरि मेरी मेरी तुलसी सरा होता को भारत को तुलसी सुमन जय जय मोरे नैया में रघुवर सवार गंगा मैया तेरे बहो मोरे नैया में रघुवर सवार गंगा मैया तेरे बहो ओरे राम नाई से ना नाई ले धोबी से ना धोबी ले देके मजुरिया